So this is a clearly public meltdown. We see more of these. In the past, I'm sure these happened, but since there was no ability to videotape with your phone, we probably didn't see it. So we wanted to help all of us understand why this happens more by having joined a psychotherapist and the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Think, Act, and Be Happy, Dr. Mike Dow. You should have run in and said, hey, here's a copy of my book. Let's think happy.
Read this, be happy.
I think her brain was drained.
Oh yeah, her brain was definitely drained, and I think this video shows that adults have temper tantrums too, right? Listen, adulting is hard, right? For all of us, we have responsibilities, and we need to remember that there are lots of things that we can do so that we don't end up on this TV show, on that video screen. You know, one of my rage tips is to actually know where you are in terms of your heart rate. You know, research has shown that when we are over 100 beats per minute, so if you wear a wearable device, a lot of these actually have this built in, or you can just check in with your body. If your heart is going over 100 beats per minute, you just need to disengage. You need to give yourself an adult timeout, right? Children aren't the only ones who need timeout, because we need them too sometimes, right? So all you have to do is take a deep breath, walk away, and when you feel your heart rate, or your watch tells you that your heart has come back down to 60 or 80, right? Then you can have a conversation about, I'd like to freeze my membership, right? Or, I didn't really like that yoga class, and not end up like that.
In a case like this or other scenarios, you're risking criminal actions being taken against you, because you could take this into a court of law and say, look, she assaulted me, and so this intermittent explosive disorder could land you in jail, not just this intermittent episode of high blood pressure, fast heart rate. And to me, that's what you hear so many stories, and this happens with celebrities, athletes, where everyone will say they're good people, but then you'll hear a story, and oftentimes it leads to things like domestic violence, and everyone will say, wait, this was so out of character for them.
And road rage.
So these can be some of the nicest people in the world, right? And then they go off the handle.
Yeah, and if you have a history of mental illness, you know, there are certain mental illnesses or characteristics, some traits that are going to be associated with you flipping your lid. And if you're that kind of person, you need to know yourself well, and you need to know your triggers. And you know, the other tip that I have for people is, you know, that acronym HALT. Are you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Because adults need to have some crackers and juice sometimes.
To do that when you're real hungry.
When you've got the halt going on, that's time for you to go to a neutral corner and chill out.
And really just bring yourself down, because anytime, you know, I see this a lot at the airport, you know, when people, when they say, oh, the flight is delayed, and people just, what? You know, and they start yelling at the gate agent, and people just lose their minds. Just take a moment, then come back and have an adult conversation about something.
And also, I think the way he handled it was very appropriate. If you're in that situation, don't say, well, I'm going to say something back. I'm going to fight back. He tried to back away as much as he could, but I think that's also important.
Yeah, I think, Dr. Nita, that's a great point, because what happens if you're on the other side, right? Disengage. You don't want to engage with a crazy person, right? So if somebody has flipped their lid, don't flip your lid back. Just walk away and disengage as best you can.
It's estimated about 7% of the population has these intermittent explosive disorder moments. And I think if you are someone who is prone to these, I do think you need to have ways to deal with it so you do not end up in jail, you do not end up being arrested, because this can happen to good people, Dr. Dow.
And
thank you.
Professional help.
Yes.
Professional help.
Think of Dr. Dow.